And welcome in to Lovington Soccer. I'm Don Morgan with Abby Schaus, and we are ready to get this underway a little earlier than expected. If you are looking at that thinking, wait a minute, why are we going so early? Well, there was a weather delay, storm rolling through, lightning caused everything to be delayed, and they decided that it would be wise to go ahead and get the varsity soccer match in first, because if they started with JV, they run into time limits and all kinds of things. So we're starting with varsity, and that means we're starting just a little bit early in this match against Santa Teresa, and we will play this varsity match, and then at the conclusion, they will play JV, weather permitting. We're looking pretty clear. We think that the storm has rolled off to the west, and if we get lucky, we won't have any other delays or weather problems to deal with this evening. So let's hope. We are getting ready to get this started as they have done the announcement of the players, and we're catch as catch can since this was starting a lot earlier than we expected. But the Lovington team and Santa Teresa, both blue and white, and both come in wanting to win this match. Lovington is 6-4 on the season, and Santa Teresa is 8-2, a very salty team. And the ball coming down all the way down the field. Santa Teresa is a very aggressive team. We've seen them the last couple of seasons, 2 or 3 seasons now. They have a very good program. They have a strong feeder program. Soccer is very strong in El Paso and in Las Cruces, and they are definitely a good team. But side out, a throw in, up to midfield, and a fight for it. Trying to control it. Goes downfield, working from north to south, and the ball headed up toward the goalie. Kicked away by Santa Teresa. And now headed back up the field. Midfielders. Good footwork. Lovington trying to play defense. Santa Teresa very good with ball control. And they are aggressive to move down the field and take shots when they can. And this one is going to be stopped by Lovington, sent out of bounds. So it will be Santa Teresa's ball. Lovington's goalie is Hayden Alexander. And Lovington, to start the game, is in the north cage. Santa Teresa in the south. And the ball, throw in. And a shot deflected by Hayden Alexander. Great save on that corner throw in. That was amazing. He went up and got that to keep it out of danger and kept it from going out forward to him. A forward would have allowed a rebound kick by anybody coming in to try to get a score in the goal. And now this is going to go right back out. Lovington wants to just send it out of harm's way, out of danger, and get it out of bounds, even if that means that there's going to be a throw-in or kick-in. This time it went out off of Santa Teresa, so it's going to be Lovington's ball. Throwing it in midfield. Fight for it. Fight for control along the sideline. It's just going to roll, not out, because the soccer pitch is wider than the football field. Now it goes out of bounds. Soccer pitch is wider, so when it looks like it's out of bounds for football, it is not for soccer. The dimensions are a little bit different, and they don't mark it differently. It's just one of those things that soccer players know to adapt to when they're playing on football fields and not a true soccer pitch. So a throw in, and Santa Teresa quickly kicking it. A header sends it back upfield, and now Santa Teresa will kick it downfield. There's going to be a race for it. Hayden Alexander travels back, kicks it out of harm's way, back up to midfield. Good save again, as that wasn't a true shot on goal, but still he's defending that territory. And Hayden has a lot of saves in this season. The last game that we called, Hayden had probably 17, 18 saves. He took a lot of shots on goal, and yes, Lovington lost that match, but he stopped more than he let through, and Lovington only lost by a couple of goals. fight for it in the midfield. Nobody's dominating. It's just a back and forth as Lovington with control right now, sending it back. Let the backfield try to take it now. See, Santa Teresa, very good. Their passing skills, their footwork, so good. And they are quick. So they like to they win those one-on-one battles a lot. Using their chest, using their head. They really are very fluid players, using everything they've got. It's no shame on Lovington. Lovington's got a good set of skilled players, and a good program as well. Past state champions not that long ago. Both teams just duking it out, fighting it out. Lovington has yet to get the ball downfield, but one time in the area of the goal, and not a true shot on goal earlier. Now the backfielders guarding that territory, trying to keep Lovington from launching any shots on goal. Santa Teresa really has dominated possession of this ball, control of this ball, but Lovington's fighting. Lovington is kind of stuck in the reacting mode, though, as they're just trying to keep Santa Teresa, contain them. They're a fast team. They work so quickly. Lovington's got legs, too. This is a game of conditioning. Back to Santa Teresa midfield. And really, you know what, they're just working to control the ball. They want to control the ball until they can launch offense and go take a good shot on goal.
Santa Teresa is just really kind of playing keep away to keep Lovington from taking advantage.
And they know they can do that because they have such good foot skills. Their passing is so excellent, just like that. Passed exactly where the player is going to be. Not where he was, but where he was going to be. And it's a game of anticipation. And you just have to, if you don't have a set play, you just look for that opportunity to take that goal. And you have a split second usually to decide and to kick and to aim and to get that in the net. And that's why, there are a lot more shots on goal than there are goals. That's how the game is supposed to be. So it's a little bit like a chess match down there. And yes, Santa Teresa has just dominated the possession of this ball, demonstrating their passing, their foot skills. They really are a good team. But Lovington is, 6-4 on the season. Lovington is ranked 30th in New Mexico in soccer overall. Santa Teresa is ranked 5th in New Mexico. So they get a lot of respect. And Lovington knew what they were getting into when Santa Teresa showed up today. But you want to be tested by better teams. That's how you learn. That's how you get better. And I would say that Lovington at their best can hang with Santa Teresa and maybe beat them. That's what they want to try to do tonight. So side out. Ball gets down to Santa Teresa's goal keep. That's Carlos Banda. And he swats it away. Now Santa Teresa moves it downfield back into the Lovington zone.
Lovington getting into a little bit.
And now,
there we go.
Yeah, Lovington, a good
recovery.
Yeah, good defense right there to kick that away and keep that from getting to be a shot on goal. And another one that Hayden Alexander would have to defend. Here they come. They're just not going away, though. But Lovington's doing a nice job. Lovington defense, swatting it away.
I feel like Santa Teresa is just really trying to tire out Lovington before they make their move, just so that they can make it a little bit easier for themselves.
Yeah, they're a very well-conditioned team, and I think they can really run the legs off of a lot of different teams. I don't know that that's true with Lovington, but I think they're certainly, that's not just their strategy here tonight. They're a team that can work the ball, just like they're doing now. Control. Lovington is working just to disrupt and get that ball because Santa Teresa is not perfect. There you go. It drifts back to Banda again, who kicks it back. Santa Teresa has kept Lovington from mounting any offense. Lovington's just trying to steal the ball, get the ball back, wait for mistakes they can capitalize on just like that, and try to now mount an offense. Lost the ball there, though, and now just sending it back to the backfield to reset. Going to let Hayden Alexander take it and boot it back out. And now trying it again. That goes way past midfield. Now we're back at midfield. Lovington looking like a little spark here, a little offensive spark. Santa Teresa again battling for the ball. Now 2-on-1, and that's how they took it away. And I think they're going to have a foul called. Yep. It's going to be a foul, so it'll probably be a kick. It looks like it was against Santa Teresa. I would say it was probably defensive interference. Defensive interference, yeah. And a kick toward the goal. Santa Teresa intercepts that, and now Lovington kicks it right back. So, again, Santa Teresa very content to just own the soccer ball.
Just trying to keep it in their pockets so that they can use it.
And now mounting a little bit of speed upfield. Now looking to get free. Nice defense by Lovington, because that's what Santa Teresa wanted to do, was break free. You run for it. Now a kick back up. Could be dangerous. Here we go. And that's, a shot on goal and deflected as nice work by Banda. And
apologies.
And Santa Teresa's backfield. Very nice, though, but that was the first serious shot on goal that Banda really had to face. And now Santa Teresa quickly moved it up, and that's the key. When the other team has taken a shot, they're a little vulnerable. You want to turn it around and mount your offense and go the other way as quickly as you can and catch them a little bit out of space, out of rhythm, and out of place on field. Now Lovington desperately trying to defend here as Santa Teresa looking like they want to mount another. And no foul. Nope. No. Nice header, sends it right back upfield, but right in the hands of Lovington. Now Santa Teresa kicks it away. And
headed right back in.
Very nice work. It's just it's a pleasure to watch them work the ball. They have such a good sense of where it is and what they can do with their bodies. And when you watch a soccer team that's really gifted, you don't miss. It doesn't register that they can't use their hands. They're just so fluid with everything. And back in the territory, but Banda comes out to scoop it up and to get it out of harm's way, as Lovington has done a nice job of breaking through the
defense.
Yeah, and getting a couple three balls close to the goal. Taking shots. Santa Teresa content to just keep it right back, kind of reset. And notice they don't take the big boot to kick it way downfield usually.
They like to work the ball and to kind of test the waters.
Yeah, they're just so good with their foot skills. And that one goes out. Santa Teresa, instead of just continuing to battle against Lovington, because they've got 3-4 defenders right there, and between Santa Teresa and the goal, they just were content to let it go out. They will grab that. It'll be a throw-in. That'll give them a good... Oh, that ball really traveled all the way out. That'll give them a good angle. I don't know if it's going to be a throw-in or a kick-in, but a good angle for them. And these are the kind of set plays that you can
battle for it.
Well, you can practice these set plays because you're from a set place, either throwing it or kicking it from the corners, and so you can practice. And that goes very, very close. Nice defense by Lovington to get that back out on a header. Keep that out of harm's way. Still in the Lovington zone, though. A battle and a race to the ball. Lovington content just to kick it out. And so it'll be Santa Teresa to get it in. That one traveled a ways too. So Santa Teresa will get to, I believe, throw the ball in. Let's see. Yep, it's going to be a throw in. But again, you practice these to try to get your players in place to be able to take a shot on goal. Oh, big battle. And clean, no foul. Santa Teresa winning that one, but Lovington with good defense. And you know what? We're 25 minutes away from the end of this first period, and we have no score. And that says a lot about Lovington's defense. Because Santa Teresa has been winning matches 5-0, 7-2. Their margin of victory is usually, in other words, they score a lot of goals. They're accustomed to scoring a lot of goals usually.
But Lovington's been doing really well with just kind of keeping them cornered.
They have.
But they just need to use their advantage over Santa Teresa right now to just score and be able to be aggressive. I feel like they're being very, very neutral right now.
It's hard to do when you can't get the ball away. When you're just waiting for a miss and a mistake, or a lucky miss pass, or winning a one-on-one and being able to get at least one pass up and get close. Lovington has had a couple of shots on goal. They just haven't been able to be in good enough position to really get it in there, have a serious shot at getting it past Bonda. He's a very good goalkeeper. Of course, Hayden Alexander is as well. He doesn't let much through. And now here we go. It's going to go back to Hayden. He'll get a chance to kick it away up to his teammate. That was Isaac Poggio. Oh, no, that was, sorry about that, Abraham Rodriguez. Wrong roster. Here we go, Santa Teresa in control again. It's a pretty clean match so far, only the one penalty. One foul called. And no penalty kick on it. Santa Teresa again. Uh-oh. Here's a stray one. And Lovington. And this time Bonda comes up. Gets it out of harm's way, but not far enough. And there's a shot. Santa Teresa, nice work as he looked back and saw it and was able to go ahead and interrupt that before it got close to the goal. Battle for it. 2-on-1 here. That's Santa Teresa is very good at that, at anticipating where that ball is going to be, and they're able to not just go 1-on-1, but a lot of times double team the player because they're so quick across the field and quick to get to where they need to be. And 2-on-1, you're not going to win a whole lot of battles when you're the one facing the two. Back to midfield. Lovington's keeping them on their toes, though. As I think by this time, they're accustomed to scoring. Bonda, again, gets a free one, drifting his way, kicks it back up, and that's going to go out of bounds. Lovington should have that ball. I think it was last touched by Santa Teresa.
Yep, that'll be Lovington.
And a throw in, but a header interrupts that. Santa Teresa
Boots
kicking
it back up.
Yeah. Looking to get that one high up in the air. Sending it downfield again. And the intensity of play is going to pick up just a little bit as we get a little bit closer to the end of this first period.
22 minutes left in this period.
Mm-hmm. And plus any stoppage time. We haven't had much. And Santa Teresa is definitely going to want to try to end the period. And that was just a miss. That pass wasn't bad. It was just a little off the foot of number 3, Chavarria. So Lovington will have it. Looks like that is Pichardo who will get to throw that in. Good angle if he can get a good pass. And Lovington just knocking it away out of bounds. Santa Teresa will get it this time. Or it may have gone off of, foot.
Yeah, I think it went off of
Chavarria's foot,
yes.
I think. So could be. We'll see what happens. I don't know. Got a chaser out there. Yep, looks like Lovington will have it to throw in. again, pretty good angle when you're right here adjacent to a good line, a through line, a sight line, a good shot line through to the goal.
That's exactly what they'll do.
But Santa Teresa able to interrupt that. And a whistle sounds. I think we're going to have a foul. Let's see what the ref says. And it's going to go, I think it's going to go, may go against, I think he's talking to Lovington. So it may go against them. No, I think there was just stuff on the field. I think he's asking them to pick up some things off of the field, maybe. That's what it looks like to me. Or maybe tie shoes. I think maybe that's what it was. Tying shoes. It's a safety hazard. But I think I think there's also, Lovington. There was a penalty against Santa Teresa because Lovington's going to get to take a shot, a penalty kick, and it's going to be number 7, Alejandro Mendoza, who's going to take that shot. A set play. Oh, a shot going on. Did it make it to the back of the net? It did. Wow. And that is going to be a goal for Lovington. Nice shot as Mendoza was able to loft it up. And are they going to put it on the board? No, just. Yeah,
just missed.
Yeah, I thought it went in. I really did. I thought it was.
It looked clean.
Yeah, I thought he deflected it off the top.
And it hit back, but maybe it went above the goal?
Yeah, I didn't see it go over, but I guess maybe it did. Got excited for nothing. I hate to have to take that goal back. It was a good almost goal. We'll put that way. It was a nice shot, and that's what you want to do. Those are the kinds of that's the kind of you practice. You practice your formation. You practice that kick. You practice the angle. You practice doing a number of different things with that kick in different places, with possibly the help of your team. But you have to hit it high enough to go over the heads, but low enough to try to get into the back of the net. So that's tricky. A good attempt there, but a good save by Banda. So ticking down toward 18 minutes left in the first period. Still no score in this one. Santa Teresa with the ball, moving it up midfield, now toward the Lovington goal. I think they're going to work a lot more seriously on, instead of ball control, working the ball forward, trying to score, working the ball forward into their strikers, getting did it find the back of the net? Hayden, it went off the hands of Hayden Alexander, but I don't know if it hit. I think it hit the crossbar.
I believe it did.
I think it before it. I'm not sure that was a goal either. I saw it hit, but I think it hit the crossbar. So still no goal. Nice save. It's about the 5th save, I think, for Hayden Alexander in this match. Banda has had 2. Now Lovington with the ball. They need to mount some offense of their own here. Try to break through. They're trying to get Santa Teresa strikers to commit, and then they want to pass it up behind them, find somebody with the breakaway shot, and take a shot on goal. Almost worked this time as Mendoza was back there, but Banda was also back there, and Santa Teresa's excellent backfield playing defense there. Coming up
Lovington
toward the north, Lovington boots it away. That's Mendoza saying, "Okay, let's just
get
kick
serious
it out.
here.
Yeah, let's just kick it out and make you reset. Make you reset your offense, and we'll get a break while you do a little bit." So here they come. Still controlling. They're trying to get, Santa Teresa is just trying to keep Lovington so occupied in fighting for the ball that then they leave, they move out of position, and they leave some open room and open lanes for them to pass and score. Lovington is saying, nope, we're just going to pass it. We're just going to boot it back downfield and just start all over. So it's all about formation, passing. Everybody doing their job. Lovington interrupts that again. Santa Teresa is going to come in. Nice defense. 16 and change left in this first period, and still no score. 0-0. A couple of pretty
No, there is a score. Santa Teresa
they
did.
They went ahead and they counted that. They just took a long time to put that up. Thanks for seeing that. Because I watched for a while and they didn't. So that was a goal. And everybody was so quiet. Of course, Lovington would be. The goal was against them.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't.
Yeah, it was hard to tell on that. I thought it hit the back of the net, but then I didn't immediately. Of course, they didn't put that on the scoreboard, and so I wasn't sure. Now we're coming back to this end of the field. I think we're going to have another penalty. We're going to have a foul called. Oh, and it looks like another. This will be a kick. And if it's this, this time it's against Lovington. And here we go. Ball comes in. Hayden Alexander trying on, and lucky it went
over.
high. Yeah, it went high and wide. High and wide. So, another bullet dodged. Now Lovington really needs to try to get that goal back. Maybe go into that first period tied if they can. It's going to be tough because Santa Teresa is moving. They're on the move again. They're looking to increase their lead. They don't want to give Lovington a chance to tie it up. They want to go up 2-up going into that
battling
half.
Against.
Yeah, and pretty good one-on-one there.
Ooh.
Getting close to the Lovington goal again. Definitely in the Lovington zone. Okay.
Let's see here.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to turn us both down just a little bit. We're pretty good. Our level's pretty good and clear when we're just speaking. When we get excited and raise the voice, it's getting a little splattered. Yeah, it's blasting a little splattered. So thanks to either Evie or Tiff. I'm not sure who that is.
I believe it is Evie tonight.
Who is monitoring and communicating with us. So good to know. Thanks, Evie. Battle for the soccer ball. Now Lovington with a chance, and I think is that Mendoza. Oh, shot on. Goes out. Bonda stopped that. Slid down, and the ball went off to the left of the goal. Yeah, it was a nice shot. It was a good try, as that was a good breakaway. Again, it really was one-on-one there. And that's what you want. You don't want to have to worry about defenders right there in your face, in front of you, around you. Lovington will kick it in. 13 minutes now and change left in the first period. And the kick, he bent it a little bit. I'll always love to see that. He was able to bend that ball, but it went to a little too far past anybody who could have jumped up and gotten a header into the net with it. But nice kick. A nice shaped kick. Again, it's like the free throwing in basketball. It's something you can practice those kicks by yourself and the angles, and as a team you can practice those set plays, those set kicks.
To allow for team success.
Exactly. And it goes out of bounds. I think it was last touched. Well, we'll see.
I believe it was last touched by Lovington, but I'm not. Yeah, it was Lovington.
So it'll be Santa Teresa to throw in midfield. They do. Battling right there. Nice defense by Josue Herrera. Lovington now double teaming. Put their own double team on. And Santa Teresa with a 1-0 advantage. They'd like to increase that, but they also don't mind taking a little more time off the clock. Long pass and a good header, but Lovington's going to be able to handle that. Hayden Alexander comes out, scoops that up. He'll throw that back up midfield or get that. Yep, he's going to actually boot it up.
And headed off by Santa Teresa, intercepted by Lovington.
And a 2-on-1, Lovington's player on the ground, but clean coverage here. Just clean blocks, good footwork, just good defense. Rodriguez and Buñuelos, I believe, 11 and 17. Now the ball down into Banda's territory. He comes out, boots it back to midfield, and it goes out of bounds. So it'll be Lovington ball. They'll get a throw in, and they do immediately, not wasting time. Heading it, trying to control it. Santa Teresa quickly up to it. Nice defense. Santa Teresa going to mount a little offense, try to move the ball quickly downfield. And they do, not too quickly. They'll get it offsides. And kick it back.
And out of bounds.
Yep.
I believe that was off of Lovington, though. Yes, that was off of Lovington.
It'll say Santa Teresa ball right in front of their bench. And they'll throw it down, and actually it'll stay out of bounds. As they change balls. Get it back down, right in the corner. It's a big threat. No wonder Lovington is swarming, trying to get rid of that ball. They're happy just to kick it out of harm's way and get it out. Santa Teresa will continue to have possession. And now 10 minutes and change left in this first period. 1-0. Santa Teresa leading. Lovington has done a pretty good job of breaking through Santa Teresa's.
They're definitely putting
offense.
pressure on Santa Teresa.
They are. And Lovington's probably had more. It's been about the same number of shots on goal for both teams, but Lovington has taken more. They just have not been able
to land one.
Yeah, to get one in the back of the net. Now the big boot back up midfield. Santa Teresa is starting to really spread things out more across the field. They were pretty bunched up and just playing ball control earlier. They're a lot more spread out, and Lovington's taking advantage of that.
You can tell that Santa Teresa is definitely starting to get tired, just trying to connect with keeping the ball and keeping Lovington on their feet.
Yeah, I'm not sure that they're tired, but I think their pace has changed some. But I think that's a little bit because of their change in strategy as we get closer to the end of this first period. But I think neither team is quite as fresh as they were,
Definitely.
at the beginning of this match. As soccer just takes it out of you. It is so important. Conditioning is so important in this sport. In fact, you find some players who come over from cross country and vice versa, because you got to have the legs and the stamina for it. You got to also have the lungs of a swimmer to be able to just continue the cardio in this sport. It's amazing. And fight for dominance ends up going out of bounds in Santa Teresa's territory, but I think it'll be Lovington with a throw in. Another good chance to possibly launch a little O and take a shot on goal. We'll see what happens. Just under 8 minutes left now in this first period. 1-0 still. Santa Teresa scoring that goal.
Headed out. Ooh.
And close to the goal. Santa Teresa's doing a good job of just trying to keep it out of Lovington's hands, or feet rather. And they do.
All the way down.
Hayden will come out and be able to scoop that up. He's got a defender back there with him, so not a lot of pressure right there. But they do have to get it out of that end. Santa Teresa is not coming up, putting much pressure on here. They're content to just hang back and see.
Booted right back up to midfield.
And a header is going to keep it in control. Up, hands all over the back there. Santa Teresa's player knew, Santa Teresa's players, kind of pointing that up. Says, hey, he's kind of on my back, but there was no call. Excellent foot skills still, even if they're not as fresh as they were. And now Lovington trying to mount something. That's a Mendoza again. Mendoza scored the almost goal for Lovington and is going to just lose that battle and let it go out of bounds. Santa Teresa to throw it in. I think Mendoza has been in the entire first period, as have most of the players.
I don't believe that they have subbed out,
Yeah,
actually.
and that's another thing. You don't get that rest. And a slow roller, not really a shot on goal, but Bondo let his backfield handle that. And the ball coming back up midfield. Lovington turning it around. They see less than 6 minutes, and they're really feeling the pressure to try to tie this game up and get another goal, or get a goal, to be able to get in, kind of reset, to be dead even when they come out for that second period. But they're running out of time. They're going to have to get it done. Santa Teresa, they've got the advantage because they've got the goal. Big boot all the way downfield. And it's going to go out. Yep. Nope. Barely stay in.
Battling right on the edge there.
And sending it back upfield out of harm's way. And that one's going to go out. No. Picked up again, just in bounds, thrown up by Santa Teresa. The ball going way back. And both players, the ball goes out enough that they've got to. Now Lovington will be able to throw that or kick that back in. Looks like it's going to be a kick. A good battle here. Lovington has not just been all defense. They've been able to
execute, definitely, that's for sure.
They've been working it, trying to play to their strengths. Here they go, Mendoza. That pass just went right past him, but he's still battling for it. He'd like to get it away. Yep, and they're going to call him for the foul, and he does not agree with that. But I think that's what's going to happen. So it'll be a kick. Santa Teresa will simply have the kick. And move it all the way up and over.
Intercepted by Lovington. Giving it right back to Santa Teresa.
Really, it looks like Santa Teresa at this point, if they can get lucky, get a shot or look at a breakaway and a shot on goal, they will. But they're looking at the clock, less than 3.5 minutes now. Now they're just kind of keeping it away from Lovington.
They're just trying to run clock, just trying to keep Lovington on their toes.
Yeah, if they see something, a chance to go for it, they will. But they're not really mounting a big offense just like that. They've got a chance, but they've got Lovington defense swarming all over, but a chance to get something free. That kick goes wide, though. Not a threat. Comes back in.
And it's getting chased down by Lovington and out.
So less than 3 minutes left. And the ball will come back in from the far side in front of Santa Teresa's bench. And the ball all the way down as Bonda comes out. And that ball is just going to get kicked
out of bounds.
Yep, Santa Teresa is going to be just fine with letting that go out. And they will simply toss that in, and there will be a kick in from the side.
A little less than 2 minutes left.
Throw in. Santa Teresa is just wasting clock. I think they're just content to let the time run out, take that 1-0 advantage into halftime. Oh, nice work here by Rodriguez. Lovington trying till the very end. I like the fact they're not giving up. They're still trying to get a shot, get that goal back. And they're working it, but Santa Teresa's excellent defense.
It's just keeping them pinned.
Yeah, they're so athletic. And they're gymnastic. They're so athletic. And that's, you see the best soccer teams a lot just look like they just...
Soccer is definitely a interesting sport when it comes to that sort, because it's not just being physical, but it's also, you're playing chess.
You have to think, you have to look and think of several moves ahead. You got to always be shifting, always be thinking about 2 or 3 things at the same time. You're dribbling, you're fighting. You got to worry about your footwork, and it's a fun game. It's a great game. I'm always amazed at when people say they're bored by soccer and they find it boring. And I'm like, really? How can you find it boring? Shot on goal. Hayden comes out. Hayden Alexander, and makes the stop. And less than a minute left. Yep. And I don't know if there will be any stoppage time at all. They may get to the end of this and
just call
that's it. Yeah. In fact, they may be whistling the stop, and that's going to be it.
That'll be game.
It. Yeah. That's the first period. Yeah. And a 1-0 lead by Santa Teresa as we go into halftime here at Wildcat Stadium. It's Lovington versus Santa Teresa, and we will be back with more Lovington Soccer after a word from our sponsors. We appreciate all of the sponsors that you see on the banner on your screen. Take a minute to look at those sponsors and remember that those are the kinds of businesses that you want to give your business to, because they're putting their money where their mouth is, and they're supporting the youth and the sports programs of not just Lovington, but all of Lee County. So we'll be back with more coming up. It's Lovington Soccer, boys varsity soccer tonight, and it's on Lovington News and Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
Listen up, Oil Patch. Aftermath Hot Oil Services is here for you. No matter what the conditions, they'll always do what it takes to get the job done. You want Aftermath on your location for hot oilers, back trucks, roustabouts, steam pressure washers, and back dragging. Just to name a few of the jobs they can do for you. These guys don't stop. Call Dominic at Aftermath Hot Oil Services, 575-200-4902 for service that never quits. 575-200-4902. Aftermath Hot Oil Services.
Lovington Municipal Schools welcomes everyone back. Students, faculty, staff, and parents. This year, show your Wildcat spirit by supporting Lovington students and their activities. While the students are working hard on their games and grades, Lovington schools are working hard for your students and parents. They have a great website full of helpful information to keep you up to date. Check out lovingtonschools.net and stay up to date with Lovington school activities and announcements. And go Cats!
Listen up. B&B Rentals and Services has got dumpsters. Can you believe it? 30 and 40-yard dumpsters. These guys are a contractor's dream. B&B Rentals has light plants, porta-john trash trailer combos, office trailers, emergency and recovery trailers. Conveniently located in Lovington, B&B can serve you anywhere in Lee County and the surrounding area. Find B&B Rentals LLC on social media, and if you can remember the number, call 396-1722. B&B Rentals and Services.
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
Attention shoppers. Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Honest, trustworthy. Man Welding gives you confidence you made the right decision. Jimmy Carter and his exceptional Man Welding team support Wildcat Athletics and the Lovington School. Man Welding is your local welding company. Big jobs or small jobs, call Man Welding 396-4540. Any welding job, any welding question, call 396-4540. Together, we'll fabricate the future. You made the right decision. You called Man Welding. Man up.
Over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hard-working team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
When it comes to your hard-earned money, selecting the right bank is vital. Hi, I'm David Campbell, president of First American Bank in Lovington. First American Bank in Lovington is part of this community, so bank with trusted partners you know, and trusted partners that are part of this area we call home. First American Bank offers all the advantages big corporate banks do, and we do our banking with hometown support and commitment. Choose First American Bank, 19 West Washington in Lovington. We want to earn your trust, then earn your business.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go. Lovington Wildcat fans, are you ready for the battle? For all your BOP nipple ups and BOP testing, call Battle Energy. Battle Energy is also providing safety training, no matter where you need it. Battle does on-site or mobile training. Call today at 575-942-9472 for the company that's ready to go to battle with you. Battle Energy proudly supports all Lovington and Lee County athletics.
For 75 years, the Gandy family has been providing outstanding, well-rounded, and diversified services in our oilfield community, as well as our proud hometown communities in Lovington and Tatum. Gandy Corporation's family work environment for over 50 members inspires the best in all of us to rise to the top and do our personal best. The Gandy Corporation family is a strong supporter of Lee County's youth and the biggest fan of the Lovington Wildcats. Let's go Wildcats!
Listen up, Oil Patch. Aftermath Hot Oil Services is here for you. No matter what the conditions, they'll always do what it takes to get the job done. You want Aftermath on your location for hot oilers, back trucks, roustabouts, steam pressure washers, and back dragging. Just to name a few of the jobs they can do for you. These guys don't stop. Call Dominic at Aftermath Hot Oil Services 575-200-4902 for service that never quits. 575-200-4902. Aftermath Hot Oil Services. Listen up. B&B Rentals and Services has got dumpsters. Can you believe it? 30 and 40-yard dumpsters. These guys are a contractor's dream. B&B Rentals has light plants, porta-john trash trailer combos, office trailers, emergency and recovery trailers. Conveniently located in Lovington, B&B can serve you anywhere in Lee County and the surrounding area. Find B&B Rentals LLC on social media, and if you can remember the number, call 396-1722. B&B Rentals and Services.
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
And welcome back to Lovington Santa Teresa Soccer here at Wildcat Field, on Brian Urlacher Field at Wildcat Stadium, rather. I'm Dawn Morgan with Abby Schaus, and we are at halftime, just about ready to get the second period started and underway. And Santa Teresa has the advantage. They're up 1-0 in this match, but Lovington has really handled themselves very well in the first half of this. I mean, you're looking at Santa Teresa, who has beaten Hobbs, Goddard, Gadsden, Silver. They start district on October 7th in Silver, by the way. They came off of a win against Carlsbad 3-1, and next up for them will be Centennial this Thursday. They are 8-2 on the season and ranked number 5 in New Mexico. So they're a team to be reckoned with, and Lovington is doing very well against them. In fact, Lovington just down 1 goal. Anything can happen in this second period. Lovington coming in 6-4 on the season, so they're well above 500, ranked 30th in New Mexico. I think they're probably not getting as much respect as they should because they're a solid team. They have beaten Clovis twice. They've beaten Aztec, Carlsbad, Alamogordo. They're coming off of having beaten Carlsbad 5-0, and next up for them will be against Chaparral right here on Saturday. So they get 2 home matches in a row, and that's nice to have a week when they're not having to travel. Very good. And we are just a couple of minutes away from getting started in this second and final 40-minute period as Lovington and Chaparral, after a little rest, now they've got to get that energy back and get ready. And we are happy to be, I think Abby made some adjustments with the camera, going to be a little more comfortable bringing that. I know she did a great job with the camera angle, but it was at great expense, to her. Sort of doing all kinds of contortions over here to try to keep the tripod on the chair and everything.
Yeah, it might be a little bit shaky, guys, so I do apologize in advance, but I'll try my best.
Well, we were rushed to this game. They were supposed to start with JV and then varsity, but the weather came along and delayed things. They decided to play varsity first, and the JV match will be after this one. Play is underway, and we saw in the first period where it started off with a very back and forth battle, and Santa Teresa able to dominate possession and keep really through ball control, excellent foot skills, excellent passing. They're a team that communicates there very well, and they're a very even team. They're not a team where you think there's one or two stars, just real standouts that, that's their go-to player. They're kind of a team of all go-tos, right? I mean, they have different sets of skills, but they're all very evenly, they all do their job well and pass well, and so they all seem like they're at the same level of excellence in their play and their execution. They're not perfect, and Lovington has been able to disrupt their offense and to get the ball and take several shots on goal. They just haven't had one find the back of the net yet, but Lovington's certainly trying to change that. Lovington is coming out with more energy, I think, in this second half.
They finally woke up.
They are acting a little more aggressive instead of just being defensive and trying to get the ball away from Santa Teresa. They're trying to control the ball themselves, get it, and be able to go ahead and organize themselves, organize offense, and take more shots on goal. Santa Teresa, though, they're not going away, and
they're definitely making that point.
they are, as they pass back upfield. And now, of course, they've switched ends. Banda, the goalkeeper for Santa Teresa, is in the north.
And I believe they'll call a foul.
Let's see. See who it's going to be against.
Looks like it might be against Lovington.
And I think that it's just going to be a kick in. Yeah, it'll be against Lovington, and Santa Teresa will kick in at midfield. Just going to do a little pass in. They're so sure of their passing skills that they don't
hesitate. That's for sure.
They don't have to pass a long way. They don't have to kick it out of danger a lot of times. They like to pass to each other. That time it goes out of bounds. And I think Lovington kicked that through the legs. So I think it'll be Santa Teresa. And they'll be able
yes,
to
it will be.
get that. They'll throw it in. Headed off by Lovington. And now Santa Teresa going to put the big boot in it, pass it upfield, and take a very serious look at the goal. But thankfully, that we had one guy back there, and that was Mendoza, I believe. Number 7, he is one of the standouts. When you talk about teams that have 2 or 3, 4 standout players, he is definitely one of Lovington's standout players. And you just look around, and he's everywhere. All of a sudden, you think he's defending.
A shadow.
Yeah, he's defending, and then he moves downfield very quickly, making those transitions before you realize it. Santa Teresa with the ball back. And Lovington now doing a nice job.
Being a lot more aggressive.
Now the ball all the way over on the other side, and it's going to go out off of Lovington. It should be Santa Teresa's ball. No, I think it's going to be Lovington's. Off of Santa Teresa, it'll be Lovington to throw it in. 1-0. We have 10 minutes gone or 5 minutes gone, rather, in this second half.
And there is the sirens. There's been lightning.
Oh, no.
There's been lightning seen in 10-mile radius.
And it's not just seen. Anytime there is a sensor up on the roof, and it automatically...
Is that what that does?
Yes, okay. It senses the lightning, and anytime that way, it's not up to a human to make the determination to look and see. Okay,
wow, robots are really it's weird.
It's so it's very it's technical, but it's accurate that way. So yes, it's going to be a lightning delay.
So we'll just kind of keep it here for a few minutes.
We will hang out. I'm not going to leave the booth, and we'll just it's a 30-minute lightning delay. Unfortunately, I was thinking and hoping we were going to be able to get. I have a feeling this is off to the west of us, I guess.
I believe it's heading towards the west because you see those clouds kind of over yonder.
Yeah, they're kind of building up again. I thought we were in the clear, and hopefully, but they are going to clear. We don't have to leave because we are enclosed up here in the broadcast booth, so we do not have to leave the field and go outside the stadium, but everybody else does. Nobody's allowed
Pros
So-
of being in the booth.
Yeah, that is a good
Don't have to
thing.
move.
So we will, it'll be a 30-minute delay, and from every point, every time that there is a lightning strike within 10 miles, it will reset. We're hoping that maybe it's just one 30-minute delay. We will see. But
All right. Well, we'll send you all back
Yeah.
to.
we will, actually, I will play a few spots, and then we will send it back to our programming, and then we will come back for it. So I'll get you a few more sponsors played, since we weren't able to give you a pregame because they moved the game up on us, and we were lucky and scrambling just to get it on at the beginning of this match, but we weren't able to do a pregame and to go through a lot of our sponsors. So we'll run through our sponsors again, and then it'll go quiet, and then we will come back on with an update for you if you want to keep monitoring, listening. Within about 15 minutes or so, we'll know one way or the other, and we'll give you an update and let you know. More Lovington soccer is on the way. They are going to want to get this match done, and I think that we should be able to do this tonight, but we will let you know more. Lovington soccer on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. We'll be back with more of the match when they resume.
Listen up, Oil Patch. Aftermath Hot Oil Services is here for you. No matter what the conditions, they'll always do what it takes to get the job done. You want Aftermath on your location for hot oilers, vac trucks, roustabouts, steam pressure washers, and back dragging. Just to name a few of the jobs they can do for you. These guys don't stop. Call Dominic at Aftermath Hot Oil Services, 575-200-4902 for service that never quits. 575-200-4902. Aftermath Hot Oil Services.
Lovington Municipal Schools welcomes everyone back. Students, faculty, staff, and parents. This year, show your Wildcat spirit by supporting Lovington students and their activities. While the students are working hard on their games and grades, Lovington schools are working hard for your students and parents. They have a great website full of helpful information to keep you up to date. Check out lovingtonschools.net and stay up to date with Lovington school activities and announcements. And go Cats!
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Honest, trustworthy. Man Welding gives you confidence you made the right decision. Jimmy Carter and his exceptional Man Welding team support Wildcat Athletics and the Lovington School. Man Welding is your local welding company. Big jobs or small jobs, call Man Welding 396-4540. Any welding job, any welding question, call 396-4540. Together, we'll fabricate the future. You made the right decision. You called Man Welding. Man up.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hard-working team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
When it comes to your hard-earned money, selecting the right bank is vital. Hi, I'm David Campbell, president of First American Bank in Lovington. First American Bank in Lovington is part of this community. So bank with trusted partners you know, and trusted partners that are part of this area we call home. First American Bank offers all the advantages big corporate banks do, and we do our banking with hometown support and commitment. Choose First American Bank, 19 West Washington in Lovington. We want to earn your trust, then earn your business.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go. Lovington Wildcat fans, are you ready for the battle? For all your BOP nipple ups and BOP testing, call Battle Energy. Battle Energy is also providing safety training, no matter where you need it. Battle does on-site or mobile training. Call today at 575-942-9472 for the company that's ready to go to battle with you. Battle Energy proudly supports all Lovington and Lee County athletics.
For 75 years, the Gandy family has been providing outstanding, well-rounded, and diversified services in our oil field community, as well as our proud hometown communities in Lovington and Tatum. Gandy Corporation's family work environment for over 50 members inspires the best in all of us to rise to the top and do our personal best. The Gandy Corporation family is a strong supporter of Lee County's youth and the biggest fan of the Lovington Wildcats. Let's go Wildcats!
Listen up, Oil Patch. Aftermath Hot Oil Services is here for you. No matter what the conditions, they'll always do what it takes to get the job done. You want Aftermath on your location for hot oilers, vac trucks, roustabouts, steam pressure washers, and back dragging. Just to name a few of the jobs they can do for you. These guys don't stop. Call Dominic at Aftermath Hot Oil Services 575-200-4902 for service that never quits. 575-200-4902. Aftermath Hot Oil Services.
And welcome back. We will make a quick announcement. The teams will get a little chance to get back out on the field and warm up before they start after the lightning delay. I'm Dawn Morgan with Abby Schaus, and it's Lovington versus Santa Teresa here on Brian Urlacher Field at Wildcat Stadium. And we went into a lightning delay about 30 minutes ago. Luckily did not have another strike within 10 miles. So we are looking at resuming this match with about 35 minutes left to go. Once they do get out back on the field, do a little warm up and start playing again. Keep our fingers crossed. We do still have some storm clouds in the area. We are seeing some lightning at a distance, but if anything does trigger it automatically, it will be another lightning delay. Let's hope we can get the rest of this match played. Santa Teresa is leading 1-0. So we'll just take a break, play some sponsors, and be back when it looks like that they're going to take the field and get ready to get the match started, which could be in just a couple of minutes or it could be in about 10. We'll have to wait and see how long it takes everybody to get across the field and get settled and the refs to get ready again. So we'll be back with more Lovington Wildcat Soccer coming up. All right, so we are in another lightning delay, and we will have to take the requisite 30 minutes before we can get back to play. We were just maybe 6-7 minutes away from getting back to this, resuming this match in the warm-up period, but lightning was it triggered the automatic delay period of 30 minutes, and you may can hear it in the background. So the recorded message saying that everybody has to get out of the stadium again. We'll just stay up here and, again, keep you up to date. 30 minutes from now would be 7:40 if we don't have another lightning strike. So we're just hoping that we can get this one finished. I don't know what the rule is. It may be if the lightning continues to force delays. We've gotten half of this match done. I know in other sports, it's usually if you have at least half of the match done, then the teams start talking about, do you want to try to postpone and finish this game at a later date? Do you want to call this game done? It's halftime. There are some things, in play, and I do see coaches downstairs. The Lovington and the Santa Teresa coaches are look like they're talking together. So we don't know what will transpire, but as soon as we know anything, we'll let you know. At the very least, we are in another lightning delay until about 7:40. And that's hopefully without any more lightning triggers between now and then. So thanks for hanging in there with us. So we'll continue to try to bring you the rest of this match here, Lovington versus Santa Teresa, and on Brian Urlacher Field. And hopefully we'll be back in just a while here on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. And welcome back to what was Lovington. But unfortunately, the weather has gotten the better of both of these teams tonight. I'm Dawn Morgan with Abby Schaus. And Abby, we just learned that they have called this game. And since they played half of it, we were just about ready to resume. We had played 5 minutes into the second period that they can declare that this game is finished since they did half of it. And unfortunately, that means Santa Teresa wins because they were up 1-0 on the board. And that's a tough loss to have to put.
That is a very tough loss.
Yeah.
I feel like, we finally started getting that rhythm in the second half, attacking aggressively and just being able to start, building something. But, obviously the weather had other plans. And I guess we'll just have to take this loss for now. But
there will be an asterisk on that. It'll be denoted in the season with an asterisk that it was delayed. It was a weather shortened game, and it did so they were not able to do it complete. They did not finish. But they will officially be able to use the results since they played at least half of it. So, and that's generally the rule in most sports. If you've got half of it in, and something comes along, either some act of God. Those lights go out in the stadium, and I've seen that before. The weather comes along. In this case, never rained again, but the lightning got us. The storms around the area would just cause too many lightning delays. So by the time that we were into the third delay, they just said no more. It's getting too late to be able to do this. And obviously, they were going to try to play the JV match afterward. Wouldn't have been able to do that. So we'll just call it a night and say thank you to our sponsors and thanks for watching and listening, and we will be back on Saturday. I do believe we've got this game covered, so we'll have, I think there's a Lovington volleyball game Saturday afternoon as well.
Yes, and then tomorrow the girls soccer plays here.
Right. Yep.
And so we'll be here for that. And so far, we've got football on Friday. And that'll be a home game.
Exactly. So there's a lot of activity on Brian Urlacher Field this week. Back here tomorrow night. Hopefully the weather will be better tomorrow and won't be faced with lightning delays, the storms hanging around the area, and be able to get that Lovington girls game finished. And then Thursday, we have some other football involving Lee County teams. I know Jal's playing early instead of Friday. Friday night, Goddard right back here on the football field.
And it is also Pink Out night that night because of breast cancer awareness. We have a couple people in our Lovington community that'll be recognized. And so make sure to wear pink to the game. And just to support your Wildcats, Lady Cats, all of the things. And
be sure and watch the Lovington Schools Facebook page and their other socials for announcements and an explanation of that. I saw the names of the pictures and names of the two women on a post a few days ago, the ones who are going to be honored and definitely presented during that game, introduced to everybody. So looking forward to that. Looking forward to a whole busy week of more Lovington Wildcat sports. And you'll watch it and to hear it all on Lovington Sports YouTube and Lee County News and Sports YouTube when there is a conflict like there will be on Saturday, an overlap on Saturday with volleyball and with soccer. So thank you again. And until we are back here again, you'll be back here tomorrow night solo, Abby. And I'll be doing Hobbs soccer at Watson Stadium tomorrow night. So everybody's scattered. We've got soccer going on. We've got volleyball. We've got cross country and golf and along with football, of course. And so a lot of different sports going on this fall. And hopefully the weather is not going to be impacting very many more of these games and matches, but that's all we can do.
We appreciate the rain, but please stop with the lightning.
Stop with the lightning. So thanks to Evie Stuber for monitoring, and we appreciate the help tonight. And we get an early into it, a kind of an odd, abrupt end. And I feel bad for the Lovington Wildcats because they had put up a good fight and they were looking like they might be able to get that goal back and coulda, woulda, shoulda. We'll never know if they could have beaten Santa Teresa on this night, but something tells me they might get a chance to face them again at some point. So with that, we're just going to say good night. Thank you very much. I'm Dawn Morgan for Abby Schaus saying so long from Lovington Wildcats Soccer. Again, final score tonight, Santa Teresa 1, Lovington 0, and we'll see you again. Thank you and good night. Safe travels to everyone.
Good night,
as well.
everyone.